Amarjit here. In this video, we will be talking about Jira, which is a project management tool, and we'll see how we can use it and utilize it while managing a project. So, starting it, introduction is like it is just a project management tool which is developed by Atlassian. So, there are other tools also, but this tool is very popular, so we'll be learning this one. Okay, so so what is Jira? So mainly we have to, whenever we have a project, then we have to manage it, right? And efficiently we have to assign people to it. We have to assign employees to it, so that let's say if we have three developers, one from front end and back end, and we have to track each of the tasks efficiently so that they could collaborate each other like nicely. Okay, so like that we can do that and do the issue tracking. If there is an issue or bug, then we can track it that it has been resolved. Or two methodologies, Scrum and Kanban. If we are using Scrum, so mainly if we are like have a sprint wise methodology we are following, let's say we have sprint 1 and sprint 2 and then deployment, then sign off, something like that. So then we go with the Scrum. And Kanban is just a normal, let's say, continuous delivery basically. Okay, so in the team collaboration we can do the we can track tasks, we can track issues, we can progress reports, everything we can see. Okay, so why use Jira? Definitely it is best for task and issue tracking. As we have seen Agile support, we can also get the report and analytics of it. So we'll see how we can create a dashboard and create projects and then create issues and assign the issues and see that in the board. So let's see how we. Okay, so here we are. So what I'll do, I'll create a new project here. For the software development, I'll be for this project, for this video, let's go with the Scrum. Okay, so just use the template. And for a team we have to do it. For a company managed, like using this also you can go for it, but we'll be going with the team managed. And I'll just put a name as uh, Abhijit YouTube team. All right, access level, let's make it open. uh, then next, we can do it private also, no worries. So the project has been created, and we in here we can see all the project. This is the project I have created previously. So this is the project currently we have created, and this is the whole panel. Let me accept this. And yeah, so so this is the main board section where we can see the all the tasks. So currently we don't have any sprint going ongoing, so we have to create it. So we'll go to the backlog, and here we have a particular sprints everything. So this is the sprint one. So what we'll do, we create a sprint. Okay, we create what needs to be done. So let's say we are making a mobile app. Okay, so let's say we are creating a mobile app, and we have to firstly create its dashboard. Okay, let's make it a mobile app. So in the sprint one we are creating a mobile app, and let's make it mobile app front. Yeah, mobile app, it will be fine. Okay, in the mobile app there will be we'll go inside this, and what we can see here, we can add a description. So this will be a, let's say, this will be a health management app. Okay, we'll just save it. And this is the health management app. And what we have, we can create a sub issues here, child issues. Let's say what we have to make in this, let's say we have to make a dashboard, right? We have to make a login screen, then we have to create a register screen, right? So this will be it for now. And what we can do here is we can assign it. Currently it is assigned to me directly. So if you have other team members, you can assign it to them. After that, we'll go and we'll just start the sprint. So starting the sprints will give you a pop-up, and here you have to assign the duration of it. At what inter time duration you have to take it. So let's say you can do it custom also, but we'll take a 4 week tenure for it. and start date end date automatically will be selected, and you can change the time and everything, no worries. Start date also you can change, so accordingly the end date will be assigned based on the duration. Sprint goal you can put, we have to complete, we have to meet the deadline. Okay, we can just start it. So once we create the start sprint, you can see we have come to the board section. So in this sprint one, we have to complete the mobile app. Inside the mobile app, we have multiple subsections. Each subsection we can assign people to it. Okay, after that, and once it is done, we can assign it done also. So in if I do it in progress, so this will be in progress. Okay, so once we can put the whole parent one to the in progress once it's like done. But to complete the sprint, we have to complete the sub task also. Okay, so let's say we have completed the sprint, and I'm complete the sprint. Okay, so you can see the complete sprint button is disabled since the subtasks are currently are not completed. So what we have to do, we have to and you have to do this, like these things will be done by each one of your developers. Okay, the one who has been assigned to that task, so he will be able to like update it as per his progress. So let me do it as done, and this one also done. Okay, and now everything is done. So I'll do it like I'll complete the sprint, and let's say the complete button I can see, once we click it, the sprint is completed. And so yeah, you will directly go back to your backlog. Here you can just create the new sprint, and let's say sprint 2 you have to create. This is the sprint 2 that you can create. So as per that, you can manage every sprint. For the sprint also, you can create the epic. So here epic, show epic panel. So once you create epic panel, you can create let's say inside a whole, let's say in the sprint 2, the main thing that we have to create is, let's say, the admin panel. Okay, so I'll make the admin panel as the epic, the full everything. This is the main thing that we have to create. Inside it, we can create, if we go to the view details, and here we can create subtasks, like as in child issues, as in the admin panel we will have a dash, we'll have firstly a login page, right? Then we'll have a, then we have a dashboard, right? So let it be now. And once we do this, okay, so you can see in the backlog these things is come here. So what we can do, we can just put it and like drag and drop in the sprint. So as per, so if something that in the big picture, let's say in the epic you have a full component of admin panel, and you want some tasks to be done afterwards, like not in this sprint, so you can not choose, let's say you will may choose for example, let's say we add one more thing here, view details. So inside, let's say we have an option for let's say chat component. Okay, so this is we have added. And let's say I just put dashboard here, but the chat component we don't want it in this sprint. Okay, so let it be in the backlog, and we can, what we can do, we can directly start this sprint. We can start the sprint in like for 4 weeks, and yeah, we can start it. And now these things are here, and still we'll go to the backlog, and we have this chat component in here as a backlog that we can complete later sprints or in like later time. Okay, so it's not currently covering in this sprint. So like that we can manage things efficiently. In the timeline section, you can see the whole timeline, how these timelines are looking. Okay, so based on that, you can see the sprint time and start time. So you can see the description, you have to meet the deadline, right? So in the back, so in the board section, will once it's everything is done, so like we can make it done, and yeah, just drag and drop, and just make sure to complete everything. Okay, the inside components also here, like you can create in the login page, let's say um, we have the fields, right? Fields section or a text field. Since most of the, if we are creating a like web application, most of the components like is divided, like most of the pages are built using the components. Let's say text field is one component that is created for one and like used by every pages, so something like that. So these things, if we are added, so these things needs to be done first, and after that you can, so you can break subtask and everything like that. Okay, so let's get this done, and let's complete the sprint and complete it. So like that you will be able to complete the sprint, and still we have the backlog that we can put in the sprint 3. So you can create the epic at the first, and then you can create various epics, like for the admin panel I can create for the mobile app, and I can create for the, let's say, the backend, right? And for the, let's say, Figma design. So like that, whatever things will be completed, as per that you can assign it. So this is how the whole project could be like tracked properly. So for the issues also, we have the various option. Okay, so create issue. So in the issue here, let's say we can choose here it is a bug or a story. If it is a story, you can add a story here, you can add a bug here if it is a bug, so based on that. Okay, in the board, as I've already told. Okay, so now I'll be going to the code. Okay, inside the code you can connect the various channels here, like GitHub, connect GitLab or Bitbucket if your code is in Bitbucket. So based on that you can uh, track the changes. All right. So in the project settings you can just update your details here. Okay, this is the things, and yeah, and even inside one more thing, in the board or in the backlog you can even manage the workflow. How you can do it? So you can go to the board, and here in the none, one second. So here in the board, you what you can do, you can manage the workflow also. In the workflow currently there are to do, in progress, and done. Let's say I add one more thing as the in progress status. Let's say there is a testing phase also in the workflow. So what I'll do, I'll add a testing also here before, after the in progress is done, like, or in done, or make it as done. Okay, let's say after done there should be a testing, right? So there should be a testing. Okay, now in the testing, now we have, let's say, after the testing we can have a deployment. After the testing we can go for the deployment. All right, so like this we can update the workflow. Save and continue, and our workflow is ready, and like this, you can see everything has been added. So we'll go back, and we'll be able to see the whole things here in the project settings. Back to project, and here in the board, we can see everything has been added. So when in a sprint, every, like, these kind of phases we will be required, like testing phase, if the project has been created or done by the developers part, then it is in the testing, and once it is tested properly, then we can go for the deployment part, where the cloud team will come in the picture. So cloud team will be responsible for the deployment of this. So based on that you can assign and manage team. Okay, so also after, so if the we are talking of for the teams, here you can add teams also. So in the team section you can create a team. Let's say I create a front end team. Okay, or let's say a DevOps team. Okay, so inside the DevOps team you can choose various people. So people you have to add in the like the Jira, in the using the, in the go to the settings and add some team members. So currently I have only one, which is me, and so I can't see any, but we can create a team and you can assign the whole team to a particular task. All right, so after that we can go for the code. Here code I have already mentioned. We can go to the settings, and here we can select the issue types also. Like currently we have the epic, bug, story, and task. So here you can see all the fields that are currently in this particular thing. Okay, so you can change it, right? You can add a description, right? So these are the required fields. So these are the context fields that can be edited. I guess you can remove the fields, right? we can reorder the field, so based on that whatever is required, so that your Jira will look much cleaner for like whatever you use mostly, and what you don't use you can just remove it. All right, so you can add other things also, other fields also, and add a search, add a particular field to it, right? So it gives us a lot of flexibility in this. And for the bugs, and we can do the same things. Let's say we can add for the testing also, if for the testing comments, right? So these are the things we can add for the task. You can add tasks fields as also in this. So this is it for the editing part here. And in the board also we can manage the columns and statuses. So here like this you can do this, right? And we have the custom filters, we can have the timelines, insights, right? After that we can have a automation. So automation is something that we can create. Let's say if in the board I put every parent to the done section, so automatically the child issues are completed, right? So these kind of automations you can create, so that or any task you created, it gets automatically, issue is transition, then automatically it assigned to you. These kind of automation rules you can write and create, so that it will be much easier and faster while managing a project. You don't, the manual work will be reduced, and setting up for the new things it will be reduced, so you can do the automation, so it will be quick and faster. Like for other projects you can do it very quickly. All right, even so these kind of things you can see. Okay, organize tasks, so these things you can do. Okay, manage completed tasks, then close parent. These kind of automations you can create. It gives us a lot of predefined things. Okay, so you can check it out. After that we have the features, right? In the features we can have what features you want to see, right? And you, what you don't want to list, you can see, right? Calendar you want or not, so goals you want or not, right? Like the sprints, completed work in fixed unit of time, so it is already there, right? These things you can check. We have the tool chain here. In the tool chain we can install and connect these kind of things, like Figma for Jira. Okay, get a full context when turning, so these things you can connect. Okay, same is for the Bitbucket, Git, and yeah, GitLab. Apps you can connect from here and integrate. You can integrate other applications like this. All right, so we have covered most of the things, and you must have got a good idea of how we are using Jira for project management, and how it could be very useful in managing projects with a good number of team. Currently we have the free plan, so the free plan has some limitations here, right? You have to take a paid plan for if you have a bigger team, right? For a like around like some number of team you can add for like for free, but after that you have to pay for it. uh, so after that what we can have is like working with Scrum and Kanban. This is how the Kanban looks, so you can just check it out. Like in this particular Scrum we have only the sprint one, let's say. This is, but this is not a, this is only just a task, like put it progress and review, and here. Okay, so we have the reports and insights, right? And tips for efficient Jira usage is like simple workflows. You have to not add on, make it more complex. Okay, just make it, get it let it be simple. Okay, regular update, update the status and put comments while updating everything in Jira, as a developer also or as a manager also. So we have to leverage the features of it, like filters, and understand the dashboard perfectly to be able to use it efficiently. Encourage collaboration, so this is the thing that needs to be collaborated as a team. So only not the manager should be responsible, the whole team should be responsible in the collaboration. So this will be it for this video, guys. So if you like the video, do like and subscribe. See you in my next video. Goodbye.